can stop anywhere, anytime, for any reason, either picking a passenger or dropping one. This is how we maneuver the road. A lot got to be done. Of course, the road is free because of the Good Friday. And if all goes well, we shall go the northern bypass, then expressway, and many other places in due course. Just hang in there. Today you're gonna enjoy the sights and sounds. No music, nothing. It's gonna be what you hear from outside. I don't know, at one point I'll open the glass so that you are able to hear what is going on the background, from the other cars or any other noise from anywhere. So we are about to reach Namboole. This is how we do it in Kampala. The winner takes it all. And the survival of the fittest. So we are past Namboole. We're gonna go a little bit of the side towards Namboole. Just along the fencing of the Namboole. So we're gonna turn in Namboole, not in, but at least away from the gate. And I'll make one round at the roundabout of the Namboole so that you can get a little bit of the view of the beach, of the football pitch, and as well as the surrounding areas. And then I'll proceed to the northern bypass and head away to the... Today it is live, unless otherwise, we shall be live and see a few of the parts that we've been seeing on the channel. We're gonna see them live. Nothing cut off, Now editing everything live as it happens. And for the first time, I'm gonna do the narration, and I promise the driving will be smoother. Unless otherwise. So hang in there with me. And let's rumble. So now I'm on the northern bypass. We're gonna from Namboole heading to Busega. You're gonna see a bunch of expansion that is taking place. The progress is rather a little bit slow, but we shall see. We shall see. You are the judge. So the first flyover going to Namgongo, and if only KCC, okay, UNLA could realize that when there is demand, then they create a little bit of the stages, preferred stages to make them look a little bit better. Oh, so we got these two monsters waiting for us to go in our way. It's a little bit of probably when the road is finally done with all the two lanes, the speed will improve, and being able to run across easily. A little bit of patrol by police once in a while to make sure that everything is okay, being that the road is a little bit in an isolated place. So we are about to reach the Naria roundabout, the one which goes to Chalwajala, Namgongo and other places where the upscale town dwellers stay. The so-called elites where they stay, and across is the multiplex shopping mall. These are the vehicles around here, the roundabout. If you can see any, it's said to connect in it. It's a Pep Scala promotion that is going on. It's a hassle to drive along Kampala roads, but we just on the other side of the Kampala, and being that it is Easter Friday, which is Good Friday. I don't know how. Let me focus on the road. instead of confusing these things. So this is, now we are stretching to go to Kajjansi. The next flyover will be the one going to Chitwatle. Probably there will be an Eastermande bonanza by Baby Cool, Chitwatle. So this is the flyover that goes there. Now we're gonna stretch the gonna stretch to the Kajjansi roundabout, and there must be there is a footpath which is a flyover. Well, you'll take a look at it. Thanks to those who are watching. I can't make any comments because I have to stick to the wheel, but the mouth can talk. I'll be talking and letting you know what is going on along as we head to the hopefully, if all goes well, I'll take you up the airport, up to Entebbe Airport. If time allows, I may pass somewhere, but I can't promise. I'm gonna connect to the. This is the footpath at Kajjansi for the people on the other side to cross nicely. And the works on improving the roundabout of Kajjansi are ongoing. If you go through the channel and you rummage through, you should be able to see a couple of what can I say? A couple of videos showing the northern bypass before the work started, so you can compare what is going on now and how it looked, maybe as how much they have been able to do so far. In other words, how the works are progressing. It's Easter Friday, it's Good Friday, but people are out and the weather isn't that bad. Maybe cloudy later on and maybe it drizzles a little bit. By the looks of how this place is being worked on, it's like the design is gonna be different from the cinema and other roundabout places. Nevertheless, maybe as everything is done, it's gonna look a little bit nicer. Okay, so we've gone past Kajjansi roundabout And now we're gonna stretch to the if you look upscale, I mean in the I don't know, geography say the foreground, or ahead of us you see the towers in Nagulu, I think so, where it used to be the home of WBS TV, now housing Kwesi TV. So the works are going on. Patches, a little bit of patches here and there. Not sure when they will be able to add up everything. The part I'm driving on was commissioned on the during 2007 CHOGM meeting. They did have to finish this part so that they can decongest the city, so that a bunch of people can pass this side and the city remains for the big guys. The people are in the east, weekend mood, so their driving is a little bit relaxed. I'm racing against time, and but I also would like you to be able to see things a little bit better than just when they are sweeping past the camera. Okay, someone fast. Let me know when you see somebody whose car and is either driving recklessly or something like that. So we are now heading to Kyebando roundabout, which is also being worked on. The reason we are slowing down, we're gonna be in a little bit of a hold up because of how the cars approach the roundabout. But you no need to worry. We shall get out of that. Then after Kyebando, we shall be so ahead of the kind of on your left of the video. The building you are seeing with the white stuff on the top, kind of a dome, is the Yaya. Okay, the Power of Africa Hotel is the one we are seeing from this other side. And the other part with those nice buildings that we are seeing. Oh, on the extreme left with the tower is Kololo. So this is the Kyebando. Well, personally, I don't like the culverts they are putting. The higher the better. You don't lose nothing when you make sure that the culverts are high, to make sure that the water goes easily. So to the right it goes to Kyebando, kind of town weather, and I'm gonna go past the roundabout. So this is the it's gonna be a flyover soon, so that the ones who are patching around the road don't have to hustle. It's kind of bumpy. I guess the video is a little bit shaky. There's always a first time for something. The ones of the camera we use normally is better because it hasn't shake. But here for live coverage, we had to revise some means, so it will be a little bit shaky when I get into the. But I promise, the most of the part with nice good sightseeing is a little bit better. is smooth, so it won't be a problem. So that's another footpath, I think, which has been so it's kind of crazy. I see people turning, and that jam is to the to Gayaza. If symptoms persist, and but I don't think it will persist. I mean, I'll have to keep up with you and tell you a little bit of stuff. Oh, somebody says you wanna see the southern border. Also, Central Highway from Bujiri to Hoima and to Kasese. Keep calm. We shall do our best. So a bunch of guys are trying to turn because it looks like as if it is impossible to move. But I will be patient a little bit and hanging with you. I guess there could be a small hitch which we may end up overcoming. So I'll hang in with you. I'll hang in there with you a little bit. It's a Good Friday. I don't expect the Gayaza roundabout to be all that bad. My comment is that the contractor should make sure the road has a good slope. It wouldn't be nice to have an expressway or a bypass always repaired of the potholes coming up because of the rainwater stagnating around there. The matatu doesn't care, just passes whether there is a blind where they're going is nowhere to go, or whether there is a way to go through. Our matatus will go anyway. So soon we shall be reaching another flyover coming from sometimes to dodge the jam along here, which goes up to Gayaza. You take that part, then go to Mulago, slope to the Kubili, and if you want to go back to the bypass, go to the bypass. The jam here is caused by the Gayaza traffic as it inflows into the and also being it is Easter season, now people are all packed up on Kalelwe Market, and they are packing up on Kalelwe Market. They make the traffic flow impossible. So we who want to pass through and go find a problem. We get a problem of being hauled up there. So the shaking may increase a little bit. If the jam, oh, somebody says misses my homeland. Someone says I can see Kampala. Yes, this is Kampala. Unfortunately, I made you go on the other side of Kampala, the bypass, and you won't see nothing interesting that much. If I had passed through the city center, maybe you would have. But that means I would be, well, I will try drive in the city at one point. And of course, we got the people they call hawkers, aka Batembei. So they could tembe around and make sure that they get if there could be an interested driver. Most of them got they got merchandise, mostly related to the drivers. You find some having flags, national flags, chargers, as you can see them. It's a chance when you are being in a jam. Although of late there has been a problem of having a bunch of boys, aka face, moving around on motorcycles, breaking into people's cars as they snatch their phones and take off on the borders. So I guess I will take you to Kyebando because I may be in this jam for the rest of the time. So I'm thinking I can turn. So it could be impatience, but I got a journey to take you on than sitting in the jam. So this is how our back was looking like. Being that this goes up a little bit up country, so it has got a lot of vehicles as you cross to Busega, then go to Masaka on Masaka Road. So we're gonna chop off the Kyebando. This was the footpath I talked about. Maybe you get a chance now to look at the flats of Bukoto on the other side. And then I'll branch to the left, go a little bit into the Kyebando town bit, and then slope down to, and then up to Mulago. And after going to Mulago, I'll slope to Kubili, then try again. I'll try again. You can see the kind of culverts they are using across they aren't good. They are small, they won't take water. Any stuff in by the plastic bags and the plastic bottles will immediately make the place clogged up. So it should be some nice big culverts. We should do something once and for all. So this is the branching I talked about. Everyone uses this part if you wanna avoid that jam, and being an outskirt, it's a little bit of relief. The flow may not be good because of the tail line of the road as they work on it, but at least it kind of flows. So, but the most important thing is, the most problem is that most people are in their weekend and they aren't doing that much. They are driving like on an outing mode. But the moment we go to the expressway, we shall be able to have. So you now get to see, feels as if you are in the village. These are the roads we got. Just a few, not a few meters, because on the other side you got Chisas, which is an upscale town with nice, beautiful roads. Here we are in Kyebando, and the roads inside are all miserable. So we gotta patch up our our act, and do stuff in a more interesting way. There's a tendency of Kampala drivers thinking I'm in the right way. I can't do courtesy because I'm the one on the right of way. But anyway, let's see how we that's how we do it. We about to leave this village town road, bumpy, shaking everything around. Go to the try to go to the tarmac, which will take us to Mulago. I'm sure if it wasn't because of the camera that I don't want to shake a lot, I would have by now maybe gone a little bit faster. But I just want to make sure that the image you get is not crazy. Just a little bit of some few meters, and then we shall go on the tarmac. We shall go on the flyover that I showed you when we were at the other side. And we will be able to go on and have a little bit of speed. It shouldn't be rocket science to grade this road, give it a camber slope for drainage, and it looks good. Medieval days before the tarmac was introduced, there were murram roads with nice camber slope. You can't have a murram road which is like a valley and water is always splashing on top of it, and then you expect that you would be able to get a good road all the time. Of course, a little bit of impatience, and this is how Kampala is. But guys just think this guy is getting slow, so they're like, I'm gonna pass him and rush. So good luck, you rushed. Okay, so we got to the tarmac in a few meters. No, in a meter or 5. The problems of jam and the like is not because there are many cars or what. It's because everyone thinks they are smart. And when they are cornered, they look stupid. Okay, so now we go before branching, the road goes to Gayaza and eventually connects to the to Gayaza Road. So now we are heading to Mulago. Our guys whom we were following before I turned are still on the whole up. I don't see anywhere they are going. I can't identify any vehicle. But this is now the Kyebando bypass. The roads are being worked on a little bit. I've not used this road, but I don't think I have to do that. I have to go to Mulago, which I promised, and show you the Kubili. then Mulago, and then I head on back to the northern bypass. So there are no vehicles around here. All of them went to the bypass and instead made the jump there. So this side became the bypass. A little bit bumpy. Tiny, bumpy, but flowing, which is the key word. The key word is if the traffic is flowing, the other ones are just, so there are a couple of roads being worked on, one by one. Probably will make a bundle. This road is spoiled simply by the drainage from the buildings you see on the left. That is Mulago. Call it, I think, Old Mulago. All these small potholes you see is because the drainage up is poor. They aren't where you can see things. There are parts which flow water, bring water to the drainage. Drainage is not there, so the water jumps on the surface of this part of the road, and then the whole stretch has just been repaired, but I can assure you it's already developing some, okay, so we tried to fool ourselves that we are dodging the jam, and then we passed here, and so on the left is Mulago Hospital. And so here we are in another jam. Maybe but when I look down, I see vehicles trying to move. So the problem could be that they are just working on the Mulago stretch, and the contractor may be doing some works, hence the reason for the but if you look on the sides of the road, especially on the left, you see how poor the drainage is. Yes, there is a drainage system there, but water flows by gravity. And if water flows by gravity, then you don't expect it to make corners. It has to flow in as ease towards gravity as possible. And if you look at across in the inside the fence, there are already trenches made by water. So if water makes a trench, it should be upon the those who work on the roads to devise means on how that water can be made to flow with ease. I'm sure the jam I'm having here is because of the roundabout of Mulago. So by the maneuver I made, I missed Kalerwe, but I could pass there if I see that there's a flow, the cars are flowing, so that you see. So across, the hill across is Makerere University. And if you look at extreme left, the kind of thing you see almost near the tree, I've just covered it with the tree, but there it is. Between the tree and those other trees is the Ivory Tower, or the main building. So as we slope down on Mulago, all those buildings, especially far on the left and on the top of the video, is the Makerere University, also aka the Harvard of Africa. I'm being tempted to make a turn and go through the road that I talked about a little bit, but vehicles aren't moving, and no one can explain really why there would be a jam at this point, because the whole of Bombo Road is flowing. The just want to do the Kampala stuff, the Kampala way of doing stuff. Turning here, turning there, using but there is a flow. I can see the vehicles trying to flow a little bit. Snail speed, but a bit. They are working on the road, the Mulago stretch road, and well, the flow is and people wouldn't, I mean, they seem not to care as the way they drive, because it's Good Friday, they are not in a rush to office. Keep with me, much as I'm in a jam. Sooner or later there will be flow of vehicles. The moment we get out of this hole up, I promise the next part will be smooth. Kampala jam is just like, I don't know, it's like a miracle. It happens where you least expect it. Because we tried to avoid it the other side, we came rushing so fast, and here we are in the jam. Okay, I can read a couple of comments if they shoot up, but I can't. I mean, I'll reply them via audio. So if you want to ask anything, or give a comment, or give a suggestion, I hope your suggestion won't change my journey, then I'll be glad to hear from you. Just drop the comments. Drop the comments. I'll be able to work on them. I also, hope that the battery will allow us to complete our journey. I'm not worried about the network, the airtime. That one is sorted, but sorted courtesy of Africell. But my worry would be about my worry is mainly about the battery. I see this guy is a bit nice. You couldn't have seen him, the one in the blue truck. He waited. make comments. Comment about Kampala City. Let's see how it goes. So the road is closed. Oh, I see several vehicles go through, but the Mulago stretch is the flow is low, hence the hold up. I don't know. Many people think about whether they should go or not, or probably the roundabout they are trying to work on it. But as far as I can see, there's a little bit of the hold up. Okay. It's not so far away from, we are not so far away from the roundabout. Either the roundabout is dead, but there are all sorts of posters that show that there is a, so this road has drainage on the other side which makes a turn. When water comes and it is too much, it doesn't follow any constitution, it doesn't follow any laws other than that of gravity. And if it is too much and can jump above, fine. So there are a bunch of works happening here, causing this jam. But the flow elsewhere looks good. Only that as the vehicles approach the roundabout, the Mulago roundabout of the other side, they haul up, and then they cause the jam. And I hope nobody would want to squeeze me up. There's no way you are going the other side. Okay, so we have a guy who controls the vehicles. I hope he will allow me to go. Okay, we're almost getting out. And so we got those who are going up. It's a bit chaotic, but oh, oh damn. Okay, this is interesting. Interesting but flowing. I'm sure the moment we get out of the roundabout ahead, we should be able to move smoothly. I'm just being optimistic. Everybody's rushing to their places to have Easter. and you'll see the character of getting into the swerving between the lanes because of lack of patience. Not that somebody is branching out, but just because somebody is impatient and is trying to I don't know whether the vehicle ahead is, whether there's a traffic officer or there's a truck ahead. Which is just stationary, even if the vehicles is out. Okay, it's moving, so probably we should be able to take a little time around here. Maybe there is a traffic officer because the kind of discipline. Sure, yeah, there is an officer. So hope that the officer won't say, hold up. So I will deprive you of the Kalerwe roundabout and go to Bwaise roundabout, and because I aren't sure of how the jam will be, so once bitten, twice shy. So this is a stretch from Kubili, but look at the borders. You know, our border economy. We have a bunch of, I think every Kampalan has a border, as in it is 1-to-1. If you look at how the borders. And my problem with the borders is the ease they get them, and beyond the ease on how they get them, the age is not a problem. So you find the kids who could have been in school. Well, school may not be the ultimate silver bullet to being okay, but the nature of the job, you know, they carry the girls. Here is a boy who has just turned 18, he's an adolescent, he's got the money, he's carrying this Kampala girl who probably was working as a house girl at one point, and now she's surviving, but she looks good. And this young man is here in Kampala. He gets some bucks on the border. I can assure you he can't save to get out of border at one time and do something else. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But you're gonna see the borders, at least on this stretch, as I go towards the Bwaise roundabout, and on the northern bypass you may not see them. But look at them. The border, whether you are on this route, if I had passed Kalerwe, you'll see these borders. If I had passed on any other part, you'll see these borders. Well, whoever coined the strategy may think he's keeping the youth busy, but I just don't know about their productivity. And now we got safe border, tax border, whatever. and they are up. I mean, they are all startups by somebody who eventually just takes the money. But these young people will be happy. I got a helmet, I got a reflector, and then you have a bunch of these people who have come, and they are selling border. I mean, at 1 million, and you pay, and then you pay later. I think they call it border banja. It won't make any sense within a short while in the future. So Bwaise is pretty cool. I will call up, but you can see the border. So you may think, I don't know whether there are statistics of the number of the borders we got in town, and because they are everywhere, and there you are. Everywhere they are having a state. On the road they are there. So now I'm gonna climb up to the roundabout. Sorry, the northern bypass. This was Bwaise roundabout. Was completed, I think, as a model, and then all these other ones are being worked on, as we shall see on the one of Namboole and the one of Cinema, or the one of the so we're rolling now to the expressway. Kongs for leaving the jam. It takes a lot of patience to keep on as we were doing the jam. This stretch was finished. The other stretch up, the bypass up comes from Kawala, Kasubi, goes to the Bwaise side. And so now we are approaching the Namboole roundabout. And the Namboole roundabout goes to Nansana, and later on goes to Hoima. The works are progressing, I guess, well. They have already put they have already raised the part, and they are trying to oh dang, can see a wrath. Seems like they are going for burial in this other UPDF vehicle. So we're gonna be bumpy because it is that part where they are making the road, and the side parts they put are not well tarmacked. And so this is on your right hand side of the video. You see the flyover of the bypass across the roundabout. They put the soil, then they raise the part. Once they are sure that they have compacted it for a good time, and then later on they put the concrete to create a bridge. Then those from Namboole on the left will be going underneath, and then those going to Kalerwe and Bwaise EDC will be using the upper part. And there's a little bit of the hole up on this part, but I'll take the left to make sure that I can get out easily. And there's a guy who is driving like a madman, and well, that's how life is in Kampala. He's got chicken. He must be going to trade his chicken, so he's rushing to make sure that his chicken reaches the market early enough for Easter. That's why he was busy hooting at me. I hate hooting, so probably you may not hear me hooting for the rest of my journey. And I'm gonna take the far left to ease on the because there are those who are branching out, and it's not being smart that I'm doing this, but because this girl must be having a problem. But so I'll try to enter from this part. Hopefully I'll get the node. So we these ones now we are meeting are from whatever, could be Masaka Road, Natete, wherever they are coming from. But you can see Good Friday ain't that easy either. We still got the jam on the road. So we've been together for an hour now, and we are still moving on. There is the police vehicle which gets the right of way. Then you have lookers who go hanging in behind them. So we're still on Northern Bypass, heading to Busega, about to reach the cinema or the Masana roundabout. So the works are pretty going on. The UNRWA was giving an update online on their social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, that they have started, putting on the asphalt, as you can see. We got a fan on the channel who was asking this part. I can't drive there, but at least you must be able to see it as it looks around, nowadays. So they have started putting my worry was about making the whole of bypass made of hills, You know, every time you reach a roundabout, you climb a hill. I was wondering whether that was the original design that it should be having that. Okay, so though the comments, if I don't answer them via audio, I'm sure I will answer them, or someone else will answer them later on when the video is done. But for now, when I see them, I'll be able to talk about them. If I find it deeming necessary, then I can. But I'm on the wheel. I'm hooked on the wheel to make sure that you drive with me safely. The next up-country trips we shall have, all will be live. So keep on. And live, and make sure that somebody is on the stream answering the questions, so that anyone who makes a comment and asks the question, where is that place you are now, why are you stopping, why are you slowing down, those questions all will be answered in the affirmative. Using the during those drives up country. Some of the channel fans said that they wanted to feel the sounds and sights. So I don't know how I can create the sound. But I guess you are able to hear the sound now. That's the Bravo making a sound. So that was cinema, and now we are gonna stretch to the to Busega. Then at Busega, I will branch off to the expressway. I'm not sure whether it is a good idea to have a driving school training somebody on such a road, but I guess it was because of the Good Friday and being a holiday that they thought they could actually have their drivers have fun on the stretch. But this is sort of a highway. You wouldn't want to haul out people who are rushing somewhere. So those are your border borders. Border borders are everywhere. Maybe it is good that with border everyone is able to reach where they are going. But I don't know. So people are trekking out to their villages, and you look for any means that makes your life easy to reach wherever you are going. Okay. On the left is that stretch is BG Swamp. they have put in still a lot of eucalyptus. Eucalyptus gallops water like a gazelle, and eventually you won't find any water or swamp for that matter in the Lubiji. It ain't a good idea to put trees in a swamp. So I'm sure in a couple of years this whole swamp called Lubiji will be a town. Two, as UNRWA works on, doesn't make they are not putting big culverts to make sure the swamp breathes. I saw in social media something to do with the how can I call it? Something to do with the that they are environmentally compliant and gender compliant, whatever that means. I don't think so. You must make sure that the bridges over the bridges over the swamps are given breathing space across. I could have gone to the to Busega and make a roundabout, but because of those people who are going to the village, then you have. So welcome to the expressway, where driving there is a mandatory. You respect the express. So buckle up your belts and we go. So we had 13 when we headed 14 now. So we shall see how much we shall be at when we are getting out. So you can see down the vehicles going to the village are bumper to bumper. This will be the toll for paying when everything is done. I think it is there is need for the parliamentary an enaction of a law that will help on giving the methods of paying. As of now, it's still a sweet way to pass. You don't have to pay. Go and rumble. Sorry, I had to hoot, but I had promised I wouldn't hoot. Some people go on the expressway to just see how it looks like. But this is an expressway. It should be swift. And I don't know why trucks fear being towards the extreme. They keep on this other side because the inner lane is supposed to be for the so you looked at the rain, the video, they say steep descent. The reason they talk of the steep descent and the like is in the rain, water is coming from one side to the other side, and water here, like at this place, water would be too much that it may make you skid off and veer off the road. Hence the reason the warnings are on the road. can guess the speed I'm on in the comments line. If you know, you can guess the speed. I think they wash the road nicely these days because it is looking sweet and smooth. I will branch off at the Kajjansi. So here is where the rock which had disturbed the road, because the owner was asking a lot of money, and I think this should be the Nakauka taxis which have people who are going express to Entebbe. They also use the Entebbe Express. I can see comments popping up, but I can assure you if you guess the speed I'm on, then I'll read them. So I'll branch off to Kajjansi, and then I'll turn at the Kajjansi roundabout on the Entebbe road, and then come back and join. Oh, when I come back, I join but that won't serve what I wanted to show you. The nice part. It's a beautiful day. I don't know about the video, but at least by what I look in front of me, it's kind of beautiful. So I will go to Kajjansi, and then I'll turn up there and come back, just to give you a feel of how it is like, and then I'll come back and continue. So I will continue. I've missed just a part of it, but I think it is not a good. Okay, it's okay. Sometimes it is not a good idea because of the jam we have been through, but it seems clear. The vehicles I'm seeing being in a stretch outside the expressway. So I hope the Entebbe road itself will be comparative. I could have taken you to Munyonyo, but not now. You can do that now on the videos, because all this I'm passing, there are already videos there. On the right hand side, I could have continued to Munyonyo Resort. I'll only turn here at Kajjansi. The lake here was, I don't know, they suffocated it, but maybe somebody can develop it and make it a nice lake for recreation. Somebody, you know, people can use the pedaling boats. So this is the roundabout, the exchange at Kajjansi, and I'm gonna go back to the expressway. I could have loved to go through the Kajjansi and be able to able to so that would be the Kajjansi toll for the people coming from Munyonyo and Kajjansi town. So there is no way you can dodge paying once the paying starts. You gotta have to pay, whether you are from where. So they put at strategic points. So the payment plaza here will be getting all those who are coming from. And I think these places were made so huge that you can probably have a bunch of vehicles there. So I'm gonna miss the, if I was to use the, go back to town, I would take the right if I wanted to go back to Kampala. But now I'm going straight to the, I wanna take you to the airport. I may have a detour, but I'll have to, my target is to go to the airport. So you have to be a little bit careful for any vehicle that is getting in. And then I can assure you we are now going to be back to our speed. No sounds, no radio, no music, just to have a feel of what one goes through or feels while they are driving along this place. How does their vehicle sound? So that you have that feeling of being on an expressway. They have put a wire mesh all through along the expressway. This forest will disappear soon. Maybe I'm so pessimistic, but I can see a forest that won't make it in the near future. So here it is a plus for the contractor, because the contractor took care of the breathing of the swamp across the road, which is a good idea. Concentrating on the wheel. And this side, you enter from here and pay at that road toll. So now we are going to enter Entebbe Road. So this is Entebbe Road, which would be where the old one connects to the express. So it's gonna be expressway up to here, and then probably there would be need of the you know, they can count how much time is left to get to release you. You can see people are selling stuff. This should be Chitoro. And personal, I don't like the market being on the highway like this. If you make a road, make a road. If you want to make a market, make a market. But you can't make a market and make a road and make it a market. It doesn't make sense at all. So I don't know how but the road has just been made, and as you can see, the market is already, you know, eating part. Good. So I don't know where this guy is getting to. So we are reaching the sloping down to Cafe Victoria. It will be on the left. They got good fish along the lake. But I'll go to the airport straight. The water seems calm. I don't see no waves. The reason why we are having a lot of sunshine. They have big cameras installed, the ones you are seeing across the shiny parts. Those are street cameras. It's bright out here. Yeah, the video is bright, looking slick good. The weather is beautiful. The lights have been nice to us. They are releasing us. It's like we timed them. Okay, we are on the new construction of this other stretch. The other one goes to Victoria Mall. They have improved the branch into the mall to avoid traffic hold-ups. And there's some pretty, nice slanting done here, but that means on the other side there must be good drainage put there in order to make sure that the water will be able to flow and get out. So I don't see any camber slope here. It's like a valley. That should be done and worked on. Oh, I forgot. Now we are on Entebbe Road. We have passed Victoria Mall. And we are about to reach the other one branches up to Entebbe town. Anyone wants to go to visit Entebbe town, the inner part of the town, you climb up here, you go into the town, which is up there. It looks like when the road is finally done, it will be big enough and nice. But the contractor should work hard on the drainage system. We've just passed the Royal Mall, and on the right is the way to the State House. State House is on the right. All that side is the president, is where he on the right is the State House. On the left, down there are a bunch of the hotels there. And then we are now gonna join the airport road soon. But everything is under construction, so the smooth flow. There aren't a smooth flow of traffic. So you got the hotel down there. That is Lake Victoria Hotel on the left. And then we got, this is also Entebbe town, but the stretch of the airport. And this has already been improved, unless otherwise. There could be, they may put an improvement of putting water retaining plants as flowers, like cactus and prickly pears. They can maintain the green scenery, but they have high water retention, so they won't be spoiled by the dry season. These matatus, the way they operate on a highway like this is a bit tricky. So welcome to Entebbe Airport. We have now stretched. These are the UN orders. They have warehouses there. You can see the containers when they are going on their missions in the East Africa. You must have heard of the debate about whether the base of the UN should be here or not, and eventually it was meant to be here, and there are plans to take it to Nairobi. I don't know how far the plans are, but there are those plans to take it to Nairobi. So there you are, that's the Lake Victoria. On the right are the lands of the UN. Spena Beach on the left, Lido Beach on the left. This is where Lido Beach is. One time it got issues with the revealers. So we are now inside the airport, Osoro, in the airport, and they are trying to expand the road and give it a nice look. So I'm going to go to the airport to make sure that you get this nice view. The better video, I'll put it on online. They will check me. They'll have to get me out and check me. So I gotta be able to So we are now in the airport. I'm gonna do a couple of rounds. You had the oops. So we pass in here. We used to pass on the right. If you might have heard the policeman asking me why I'm recording, telling him that my boss has to see the journey that I take. So I will have a drive around just to give you an overview of how the place looks like now. I'm going to go where we pay from. The other side is the cargo, and on that red bit is where we pay from. There are machines there. So I will turn around and go back and go to the parking. And then after going to the parking, give you a nice tour so that you see the works they are doing for expansion and how they pretty look like. So I'm going to go to the parking across slowly. So arrivals and departures, they use this part. And the VIP parking is around this place. I'm not VIP, so I will go around. Just to show you the feeling of this place. I guess you have seen the how the place looks like. And I'm looking on how to show you what we missed after reaching the point which was barring us to turn. So most likely I should be able to turn from here. Go back. And I'll look for where to park. I guess I have showed you the whole journey. So I'm about to sign out and look for appropriate parking and wait, go pay and get out. It's been nice being with you. Most likely I'll be able to go in again online later on. But for now I can't promise that I will be online very soon. looking for a shed where I can park. How many accidents occur? I really want to know the accidents that occur. Accidents are accidents, so I don't know. I can't figure out how many do occur. So it's bye-bye now. Okay. It's now bye-bye. I have to sign out. Internet is good network in such areas. Okay.